Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel. So today I'll be making two-piece. I'll be making a skirt with the ankara, and then I'll be making a plain top with this. So my name is Okel again. If this is the first time that you're joining this channel, please do it to subscribe, like and share, and also check on other creative videos that we have on the page. Let's go to the tutorial now. So at the end of the tutorial, this is what you should be able to make for making this top and a pencil skirt. Please, if you're a beginner, you should know how to make a skirt and a basic top for you to be able to recreate this. So let's go over to the tutorial and recreation of this. If this is the first time you're seeing this video, you're welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Let's go to the tutorial. So in taking of this skirt measurement, I'm trying to conserve fabric. You first take your waist measurement and then your allowance. Your allowance is between 1 inch, 1.5 inch or 2 inches, no more than that. And I folded my fabric into 2 and into 4. So that means you see there's an allowance where I took the zip part. So your next measurement you take is your waist to hip measurement. I already have a tutorial on pencil skirts on the channel. I'll be adding it to this description box so that you can watch. So you take your hip circumference divided by 4 and the allowance, and then you mark, and then you go down to take the waist to the length of the skirt. So if you don't want yours to be long, you can make yours shorter. Then but mine I'm making is long, so I took the measurement. And then what next I went to take is I measured the waist. That measurement I took at the waist part, I measure it down, and then I removed 1 inch from it. So and then I went ahead to curve the measurement. I went ahead to join the measurement to form the skirt. So to take your butt allowance, I drafted that hip allowance, I took it out, and then I measured the zip allowance. So after measuring the zip allowance, if your zip allowance is 1 inch, you can make your that part of your hip side, you can make it 2.5, so that there's an allowance of 1.5 for the hip allowance. And I went ahead to take that measurement down for the zip allowance, so that you see that is a zip allowance. And then I went ahead to curve that measurement to meet the butt allowance I'm taking for the skirt. So I'll curve from that point that I took for my slit opening. So there is a slit opening for your back part, so I went ahead to curve that part to meet the butt allowance, and curve that part to meet the hip, to meet the waist measurement. So in cutting of this skirt, please also note that to cut the back side, there is where the slit is at the back. You're going to cut to that point. You can see what I'm doing. I cut to that point, and then I went ahead to cut the other side down, so that I don't need to add any part. So you can see how it looks like. When you finish joining it, it will relax properly. So in making of the band, I measured 3 inches. So I'm using 3 inches. I folded the fabric into 2. So that means it's 6 when it's not folding. When you're folding it is 3 inches. So I'll measure the 3 inches down and measure the waist plus 2 inches. So the waist is 34 plus 2 inches makes it 36. So in drafting of the blouse we have peplum and then we have the main up, which is the half length. So for the peplum, I'll be doing the peplum as a topic on its own because I don't want this video to be too long. So in drafting of the blouse, is a basic blouse. All you need to do is to get your basic measurement. Hence, I said you will need to know how to make a basic bodice for you to be able to make this. So I did the neckline, and the neckline I did 3 by 3.5 inch. So 3.5 inch as the width, then the depth of 3 inches, and then I slanted the shoulder and I took the basic measurement, did the armhole measurement, just did the basic measurement of the bodies. So what you'll be watching is how to make your basic bodies measurement. I already have that video on my channel, so I'll be adding it in the description box so that you can watch it. So to get the asymmetric part, you have to decide where you want the asymmetric part to be, if it is the left or if it is the right. And then I decided where I want it to be. I came down by 6 inches. You can come down by 5 if you don't want it, but I came down by 6 inch. And then I went ahead to curve that part. I curve it to meet that 6 inches to cut it out as the A line or the asymmetric neckline. So to cut the back of it, you have to join the back and the front. So I pinned the two back sides together, the zip allowance together to make it equal. And then I went ahead to place the front to the back so that I can cut the measurement out so that they can be equal. So this is a crepe fabric. I didn't put lining. I only use an interface of like 2 inches to just cover the side so that it can look neat. So in fixing of the band, you go ahead to join the skirt equally. So I went ahead to like close the skirt to make it to be one piece. So you will join the skirt to make the skirt one piece before fixing of the band. So this is what you will get. You find out that the upside is not neat. The upside is rough. So it's the upside that we're closing with the band. You get your band and then you would fold it to close it. So after, I cut the band in 3 inches. So I folded it in with half an inch. So the band will end up being 2 inches. I hope you get that. So like it will be 2.5 inches, sorry. So instead of it to be 3 inches, I folded half an inch in. So I'll close one side. Is that part that I close here that I'm going to start joining. So you close one part of your band and then you push it out and then you start joining in. So you get the band and then you arrange it. So you sew from inside out. You place the band inside, like what I'm doing. You see that I'm placing it and it's on the lining. Front side to the back side, to the inner side. And then I will use that half an inch that I've sewed. I will sew it down. So this is what you're going to get after joining it. You're going to get the rough side. So we have to use this band to cover the rough side. That's what I'm doing for the skirt so that it can be neat. So this is what we have. So we're trying to cover it. So you push that rough side. You're going to push that rough side inside and then you go ahead to start sewing it to cover it. So this is what it's going to look like at the skirt. Behind, it's going to look so neat like this. And you go ahead to fix your zip. So, which I did. So to cut this tiny cape that is on the design, to cut this cape that is on the design here, I went ahead to cut. You can cut it as a flounce, but me, I didn't do mine as a flounce. All I did was I folded the fabric into two, the crepe fabric into two, and then I placed my front to it because I only fixed this in the front. So you place it, you see it's folded into two. You place it like that. You know that if you are going to cut it, you will have like about 2 inches to cut out. You have like 2 inches, 2.5 inches to just cut out. That's what I use for the cape. So all you need to do is to just cut out the neckline, which is the asymmetric neckline for the front, and then we're going to use this interface to cover the side. So what we have now is we're having it into two. So you're going to join it into two. And then after joining it into two, you will use the interface. There's this tiny interface that we have done. You will use it to knit, turn it so that the edges are very, very neat. So you go ahead to also take your basic dart. I will take my basic dart. You go ahead to take your basic dart, and then I will show you what it looks like. I will join everything, which is the dart and the cape, and then I will show you what it actually looks like. So after joining it, this is what it looks like. You see the cape is looking very nice, and I've done the basic dart. So this is what it looks like, and then I'll go ahead to place the back facing the front because I want to join it as a basic measurement. So you go ahead to place the back and the front together to join it to be one piece, and then I'll go ahead to join the peplum. So the peplum is on another tutorial because I don't want to join it here because it will be very, very long. So the peplum is another tutorial. I will just join it at the down part, and any places that is not well arranged, I will weave all this interface. I will weave everything, or you will serge everything in according to people that know that is weaving. You can weave everything in. So the next thing that you'll be saying is I finished joining it to the peplum. So this is what it looks like after joining it to the peplum. It looks so beautiful. Any other thing you're going to weave everything, any other edges you weave everything, make it so neat, and then I'll go ahead to add my zip. I'll place it on the mannequin to show you the finished work, to show you how beautiful it's looking like, and I hope you will make yours too. So here, this is the finished work. This is what it looks like on the mannequin, looking so beautiful and well put together. This design is so beautiful. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Until next time, bye.